Okay, hello everyone. So let me change this real quick because I see that this is not. Do I need to make it stronger? I don't know. Hold on, green screen options. There you go. I didn't have time to check that earlier. Welcome everyone. Impromptu stream tonight. I got the night off, so I was like, you know what? I haven't done the achievements for Siren's Landing and stuff like that, so I'm gonna go in and do that. I'll do the story, which I will say that um the story itself. So the weird part with season 3 was that the story was like all over the place, right? And hold on, let me make sure that we're actually here live and stuff, that I'm not just talking to myself like I like to do. Beep. All right, let's move that over here. Okay, so we are live. Sorry, I'm starting the game and it sometimes takes a minute to load up. um and I'll share this. Why not? Okay. Apparently it needs me to log in, so I'm not gonna share. Um so anyways, yeah, so the weird part about season 3 is that why am I getting daily gathering for one day and then another day? I know yesterday was like a weird day. I did not stream or play yesterday very long. I need sound. It's really quiet. It's eerily quiet almost. Look at how many fresh winter berries I have. Like, as I'm getting ready for the expansion, okay? I'm stocking up on mats. I'm stocking up on money. Well, not really on money. I'm poor still, but because I'm using it to make. Uh, I'm currently making. Hold on. Let me start this. Let's get some music here. Let's turn that down for me so I don't have to listen to that. I'm currently stocking up on like money and mats and doing like I'm currently making 32 slot backs, which is like really easy to do. Like I've been gathering because I'm doing the boreal things that you can craft, and you can literally just go around BR marches every day and like open the chest. Like my run usually is like I start here, I go here, you can like harvest here some, then there's some in the caverns, and there's a chest in the caverns. I exit the cavern, I harvest the one that's usually out here. I go across, go in this little cave that you have to use the mastery for. Then I go in the cave that's down here. Then I go up here, open this chest up here. I mean, there's like a little path that I take right through like all of this. And then on this side you can get the large ones. There's a large one up here. There's a large one on this mountain right here. And then there's a large one, where's the other large one on here? Is it the one that's in here? Or is that the one that's up here? I don't remember. But there's also one like underneath the lake. Like in this, right here actually in the Cephalo of Ruins. Um, but I go through, because you can get, all you really need, I think, is you need the Eternal Ice, you need the Itrid ingots or whatever they're called, Itrid, whatever they're called, and which you can get out of the chest. And then there's like another one, and then you just need supreme bags of holding, and then you can just like make them. So it's really just a matter of doing that every day, because I have a crap ton of Eternal Ice. Because you can, if you do that run every day, you can get a crap ton of money, or a crap ton of Eternal Ice. Um, and you can use that to make those really easily. All it is you have to pay for the supreme runes of holding that you need for the bags, which you can either gamble them in the sandstorm in Path of Fire. You can gamble the sandstorm. I think it's in the casino, right? Or you can do or you can just buy them on the TP, which are like 12 gold each. So you need quite a lot of them. You need like 8 to make, like, out of the, what is it, the 28 back to the 32. You need like 8 of them, where you already needed like 8 just to make that. So it's a lot of money, but if you can just save the money and stuff, it's really nice to have that. So I haven't equipped them yet. I'm kind of leaving them off to the side because I'm not that desperate on inventory stuff. But I would like to, like, once I get into End of Dragons, I don't want to have to worry about like every story instance that, oh, I have to salvage everything, or oh, what are all these new items? Like I kind of want to just go through the story, go through the map, or different maps, or however they're structuring it, and not have to worry about like every 5 minutes of looking at my inventory. So I have bag slot expansions in my bank as well. So whichever character I'm using, I'm not going to be bothered. Like this stuff right here, I have 2,000 of these, so I keep on collecting them in my inventory. You know, this stuff, I'm saving this for like legendaries, like all the stupid crap that you get. And I'm like, I don't want to have to worry about, oh, my inventory's full again. Oh, my inventory's full again. Because God knows what we will need from the items from End of Dragons. You don't know what's going to be important later on for crafting legendaries or for whatever they're going to do later on and stuff. So, anyways, so that's a little rant about that. I don't want to do that story. That is not the right story set. But yeah, so going back to Season 3 here, One Path Ends. So they're all kind of, a lot of them don't fit together story-wise. We jump all over the place. One thing that I do like is that Out of the Shadows deals with the White Mantle, and then in Head of the Snake, we finish up pretty much the White Mantle stuff, right? So these, you can kind of see how we like take a little break from that story. We jump in and we take care of Coticus, and that's pretty much the end of the White Mantle, right? You know, we get told that it's just pretty much a cleanup operation from Logan by the end of it and stuff. And then, you know, in between we deal with Primordus being active and Jormag being active, and which we then take a short break to do this, and then we go back to that storyline about Flashpoint and dealing with both of the dragons. We put them back to sleep. So at this point, all the story arcs, like all the different things that are happening throughout the season, pretty much finish here. And then you have the odd one out, which is One Path Ends, which is so weird. The entire episode is pretty much about you finding out what happened to Balthazar after Flashpoint, and they add this whole story of Lazarus, the Last Mersat, Livia, like all this stuff, and it's so weird because it doesn't fit. But if you look at the actual release in the stories, I think it's actually really cool. I think it's really cool. So
hello, how are you?
Yeah, there we are.
Good. Me? Great, thanks for asking. Now that we've got the pleasantries out of the way, what's the deal with Balthazar?
No news yet, but I had a thought. I'm going to talk to a priest of Balthazar in Divinity's Reach.
Excellent logic. Been digging into the human gods since the Balthazar incident? That's some weird stuff. Since you're from there, I'm guessing you have some sway. Besides, those Reachers owe you big time. You saved the city.
The Queen and Logan helped a little. Signing off, Timey. Talk soon.
I do want to see. Okay, I'm a type of person that usually picks Cormier. Yeah, I usually pick Cormier. Just because, not just, I liked Cormier as a character, and I I don't know, I liked her. I thought she was a great character and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, she's gonna be a goddess. Like, I don't know, I really feel like I have a connection with her, like, in that way, like, on my personal values and stuff. But it's also like actually what she stands for. I also have like a personal connection to that, you know, and it's just like really cool to me. So I pick her. I wanted to look to see if I'm a Balthazar follower. So we want to go to Divinity's Reach, speak with the priest of Balthazar, which is, it's interesting that they don't show us, but it's right up here in the by the palace. So yeah, it's weird because the story doesn't fit, and I wish they would have reserved some of these story beats from here for other things. I hate that they had to conclude the Mersat story. I hate that they had to, like, I don't know, it to me it's like there's a lot of wasted potential there. And I will be making a more dedicated video. I've thought about this. We've recently had a conversation about on stream. We had a conversation about a Guild Wars 1 and Guild Wars 2 expansion and stuff, and my idea was like set in the same, and I kind of want to make a dedicated video to see what people really think. So this will be coming out probably after End of Dragons, because I don't want to necessarily have the conversation of another expansion before we even get this expansion out. Okay, so I want to do it as like a video of like, hey, End of Dragons is over, what's the next step or something, or what is the possibilities of what we can do if they don't like immediately tell us after or whatever. Even then, you know, I can still talk about that, but I think we should focus on End of Dragons for now. We should really focus on the things that like we know are coming out. We're having the live stream next week, which is going to be super exciting. It's going to be for the like, they're revealing the Necro and I guess this other sword class that people have been like not like, people have been saying it's Guardian and stuff, so we'll see. I don't know, but here we are.
Not to interrupt your riveting reproach, but look who it is. Care to spar, Commander? I'm itching for a worthy opponent.
You know the rules. No fighting in the palace. Don't make me arrest you two.
I need to ask you something, priest. Where's Balthazar? And what is he up to?
If I knew, do you think I'd be here?
The barn and I heard shouting.
No,
I'll never swing
I'd
a
be out there
pitchfork
with
again.
him, drenched in my enemy's blood.
I hate to flirt with blasphemy, but Balthazar has changed. We're all expendable to him.
Do you think he'll come
He's the
here?
god of
I hope
war.
so.
I don't
Wouldn't that be
worship him
something?
because he loves puppies.
Knowing he really
Commander,
exists,
don't bother reasoning
my
with
life
him.
will never be the same.
He's drunk on faith. The only reason he understands is delivered by a fist.
I bet you'd give me a run for my money, Countess.
No sparring on palace grounds.
Can count as a niece.
Take it outside, you mongrels.
Come with me, Commander. We need to talk.
Hey,
In
don't you have
private.
flower petals to pluck or something, priest?
Make it quick.
This
I
is
have
how
to
we
find
worship.
Balthazar.
Casimir told me she stopped by before going into seclusion for
Cobblestone hurts more when you
contemplation.
fall.
For now, I can help you.
I love how she's called Villette the Treasonous now. It's cool.
So, Balthazar, you realize what this means?
I know. It's life-changing for many, but I think he's up to no good, and I've got to find him.
I have a lead for you. The Eye of Janthier has been on the move, tracking aspects of Lazarus, looking for its masters. I know where the Eye is.
Shocking, but how does that help me?
Our White Mantle prisoners have led us to believe that Balthazar has an aspect.
Wait, if he's got an aspect, then that means the eye could lead me straight to him.
Have I mentioned that smart looks good on you? You should wear that more often.
All right,
I
Countess.
bring it out for special occasions. Now, where's the eye?
One of my exemplars is following it. Last I heard, to a mantle hideout in a cave, somewhere in northern Brisbane.
Last you heard?
She's been out of touch. She insisted on pursuing the mission alone. Frankly, I'm worried about her.
Worried looks good on you.
Find her for me, and you will find the trail of the Eye. You'd be doing me a favor, but it's also in your best interest.
Yeah, I really love the story. I wish they would have, I don't know, reserved it for something else. And of course there was the discussion about like joining the Shining Blade and stuff, where people were like, why does my character have to join the Shining Blade? And I agree, it's kind of stupid. They could have definitely done something much better with that. I don't have that waypoint unlocked. What the hell? I think it was wasted potential. I think they could have waited with this particular story for like another time, where it's like, we don't need to, like, we understand that Balthazar was in Lazarus, but that doesn't mean we have to resolve, like, just because the White Mantle is destroyed doesn't mean that we have to like destroy Lazarus. There is a whole concept that I think that, hey, how are you? I think there's a whole concept of something that they could have done with even the like only one Mersad, like the last Mersad and stuff. So it's kind of wasted, I think, just having the, I don't know, the story in I know that they were using it to like, I don't know, bridge it together, the season 3 and the expansion, but
Of course. Why put your hideout somewhere easy when you can put it up there? Guess I'm climbing or using mushrooms.
let's use mushrooms. I love this instance too. It's really pretty. It's actually pretty large for just being a story instance. It's pretty amazing. They did a pretty nice job with it. I wish they would use this map more often too. I feel like it's kind of wasted on just one story instance. Okay, that's not what we wanted to do. Alright. I'm doing great, thank you. Yeah, I never stream on Fridays, but I had some time off, so I was like, why the heck not? And I haven't done the achievements this week. I haven't finished all the stuff. I did some of it, but I haven't done the story and stuff. I was like, well, we'll just do that. We'll just do that. And then I'm doing Guild Wars 1 on Sunday, I think. Oh, are you kidding me right now? What is happening? I don't know what's going on here. Let's just use one of these. Oh, where are we going here? What's happening? Let's see if this leads somewhere else or it just leads back. It just leads back. Okay. Where does this go? Oh, cool. That doesn't really work, does it? Can I use my glider? I can. Go back. And I'm guessing this one leads like over there. I'm just gonna use this one. Maybe? I don't... Maybe not. I thought I could like glide over, but then I realized there's nothing to glide to. And I feel really dumb now. Oh god, and this brings me right back to the beginning. No. What the heck? Should I have not used that? You didn't like the maps? Well, you know, and I get it. I don't know. I really enjoyed the last two. I like the last two maps. I really do. Siren's Landing is, I don't know, I enjoyed Draconis Mons very much. I love having the different biomes in the map and stuff and being able to like move around a lot. It's a very big map too, so I like that you don't like necessarily crowd each other too much. Okay, I don't, can I walk on this? I can. Well, hallelujah. I know there's like a crab behind here that you can fight, which is like an achievement. So if you guys are looking for that achievement, it's you could kind of see it for a second. There's like a crab like right down there that you fight. It's like a king crab or something like that. I don't remember. But there's an achievement for it. I did it like 1 billion years ago. I don't remember. The Char map, second part of the saga. Oh, wait. You mean what's it called? Grothmar Valley. Oh, I can't look at it. That's all the dungeons together. Ow! Help! Grothmar Valley? Or War Downs or whatever. No, Grothmar War Downs is what it was called in Guild Wars 1. I'm getting my names confused, guys. I don't remember. Alright, I made it. I made it. It's hot in here. I need to use the AC. It's really hot. Alright.
Sort of trap is
What
this?
sort of trap? No! Alright. Throw it. There we go.
The blade sent reinforcements. Kill them.
Oh, Drizzlewood Coast, you mean? You mean that one where you have to like move through? That one is fun. I do enjoy Drizzlewood a lot. The problem was that I'm not a huge fan of having a map that's all about progression like that. I feel like it restricts you on the freedom of the actual map. I like to be able to like adventure through a map and walk around, but with those particular maps, you have to do, you get to have books. There's a door here. We can't do anything. You can destroy these. That's like an achievement as well. You have to destroy the statues of, it looks like Codicus, but it's supposed to be just a confessor, I think. It's not supposed to be any particular confessor.
Nothing like a trail of bodies to lead you to your quarry.
It's fun. I don't disagree. Oh, I hate these
As
puzzles.
As long as you're here.
know who I am.
Everyone knows who you are. You notice those glyphs? They seem to react to
I'm a fan of the, you know, the story and stuff. So to me,
are you going to get me
um,
out? Or must I do everything myself?
it's fun though,
I've seen
because
traps like this.
Drizzlewood Coast has
You
like a
have to
fun,
neutralize the
has
glyphs
like
with
fun
that
aspects to
bloodstone.
it, which I think they could use a lot more. Where it's like, I think it's because I was talking about this the other day. I'm so bad at these puzzles, guys. We'll be here for 20 minutes. I'll be talking about these.
Anise sent you, did she? She's such a worrywart.
I need to find the eye. She said you were tracking it.
She did. She's crafty, that one. Throwing us together like two poppers
I
in a
know.
coffin.
She's a great character. She's a great character. She's really funny. I wish she was in the story more often, but cool. I'm left with one. That's gonna be a pickle, isn't it? But I think I was talking about this recently where I'm like, you know, I wish dynamic events had more of like an impact on the map and stuff, and I think that Drizzlewood does a really good job of that. Drizzlewood does a good job of
So, what brings you to this neck of the woods?
Well, I was looking for you.
Well, I trust I won't disappoint.
okay, well, she's gonna give me some comment about, do you need some help? And I'll be like,
Is
I do.
this how you handled killing Mortimer?
So I'm hoping that I'm doing this right. I'm trying to apply logic, but my brain's not working. So,
Let
oh,
me know
I
if
got
you
it. I
need
got it,
some
guys.
help.
I gotta throw it here. No, shut up. Here we go. I got one here. One in that corner. I got it. Okay. Took me way too long, but I figured it out. You're welcome.
Okay. It's been fun. I can brag that I fought beside the world-famous Dragon Slayer. But now it's over. Off you go.
You can't get rid of me that easy.
Oh, all right. If you insist. We should split up. You can have the big burly door. I'll take the small one.
No, we should stick together. For safety.
Yours or mine? Fine. Small door first, then. But I'm in charge. You take point. This door's warded. Stand back. I'll get it.
So why are you following the eye?
It's a hobby. I'm a collector of Mersat memorabilia. Aspects of Lazarus, to be specific. Hang me. That sound never bodes well.
They do not belong here. Stop them!
So I think that, you know, with the necromancer specialization and stuff, a lot of people were speculating sword. Even I was speculating sword. I had my own reasons on speculating sword, which I described in my video and stuff like that. But I think a lot of people, based on actually this particular character, because she does use, she is a necromancer and she uses a sword, and she also uses like Guild Wars 1 stuff, which I really like her moves, because I like bringing back like aspects of the combat of Guild Wars 1 and integrating it in their own way into Guild Wars 2. I think it's really fun. And yeah, it's just really, oh, I forgot that we can break these statues. My stuff is bouncing off of those statues. So it's interesting to see that, and I think some people maybe like were influenced by that. I don't know.
Enjoying your break?
Enjoying your break? Yeah, That's great, and you know, and they do a nice job of like releasing this, like re-releasing this stuff, because when you know, Living World is all about like the first time it comes out, it's free to play for everyone, but then new people miss out, you know, so it's really nice to see them re-release this stuff before expansions. They did I think they did the same thing right before Path of Fire, so it's really cool. So what are you thinking the the Elementalist is gonna get? What do you think for weapon-wise? What is the Elementalist gonna get? Can I destroy this now? Oh, I can use this on it. Okay. So what do you think? So my two speculations that I had on my channel, the first one that I did was the Trident.
So you're collecting aspects of Lazarus?
Hold on.
What do you plan to do with them?
That's classified. Civilian.
You could have just said you were locking them up somewhere safe. Now I'm even more curious.
Curiosity killed the commander. There's one shard left. Let's keep moving.
Curiosity killed the commander. Don't say that. You can't kill me. I was gonna scroll over his skill and then it disappeared and I didn't think about it again. But so my first speculation was Trident, and then my second speculation was a dual pistol. And I did have comments on that video about dual
This one
pistol.
looks a little
They
more
said
complex
if
than last.
someone said if
Rough
they
look.
if Elementalists get dual pistol, I'm gonna never touch the game again, which I thought was a
I'm
bit
better at this
extreme,
than
but
I
you know,
thought.
I mean,
Let's go.
to each their own, I guess. I'm not judging, whatever, but I don't think that would be too bad, but you know. Okay, are you just gonna stand there and not help? Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Outsiders! Protect the package!
I can't kill him, okay? I'm condition damage. Not to mention, like, running is the worst thing you can do because my torment doesn't work. Oh, he died before he could get his friends. That's okay. Torch. Well, some people have been saying torch based on the icons. I remember that. But a friend of mine hates torch. We'll get a bow. I know people want bow as well. People want like a magical bow person, because you got to look at the the light armor classes. None of them can use a bow, which I think is a shame. Not sure if I want to call for elementals having bows though. What is this? What is this fragility? Take damage when losing or gaining condition. So she puts hexes on. That was also, I think that was my elite specialization speculation actually, was hexes, right? That I had on there. So it's really interesting that Carita uses hexes. That's going to be her name, Carita, until we find her actual name. Which I still think, I wish she was, I wish we'd get to hear more about her and her story. Because it's actually really interesting, so. Well, do you agree that a lot of people have been like thinking that the new picture that we got is the Guardian? I don't know where people are getting this from. People are just basing this off of like the armor, and then people are saying this has to do with Almora having teased the Guardian specialization. I'm not disagreeing with it. I just don't really see the connection between all those different points. So it could be either because they're saying that, because it's a heavy armor, they're saying Warrior already has double sword and Revenant has double sword, so it has to be Guardian, which kind of makes sense if you think about it. And someone recreated the armor and stuff. I saw that. But the thing is that we usually get to see them in their like new armor. Like there's some kind of piece of armor that they usually wear that's like the specialization armor or whatever. So if you can perfectly recreate the armor, what is the new piece of armor that we're getting? So I don't know if I'm 100% on that. I don't know. But we'll find out Friday, next Friday, in 7 days. In 7 days. It sounds like the ring.
Deal with her. We need to take down these barriers.
It will be my pleasure.
It will be my pleasure. So fragility did exactly that. They would get damage based on getting gaining or losing a condition in Guild Wars 1. Just kind of sucks because all my conditions disappear on them. So they do damage, but then they like disappear and they don't stay. And I'm like, my conditions do the most damage if they're on the enemy, not if they disappear all of a sudden. But that's fine too, so I don't know. Okay, now they're not disappearing. Okay, was that glitching? Was that was something? Oh.
The Mursat are gods! Dare you! Oh, I dare. Believe me, I dare. Your false gods are destined to die.
Renegade I'm super excited about though. Honestly, Renegade, I want to see what legend we channel. I know a lot of people have been asking for Togo. A lot of people have been saying like, I don't want Togo. A lot of people have been saying like they want Ritualist, which I have said too. But then a lot of people have been like, oh, we don't need Ritualists. Like Ritualists aren't really like, um, like we already have plenty of stuff that's like the Ritualist. So it's interesting like I want to see that because I just want to see what. Oh my god, I hate that I have to kill these little guys every time. Die, friend. Okay, you just died really easily. So. No, that's okay. That's the stream delay. It's perfectly fine. It's normal. It's also because I'm streaming on multiple platforms, I think. So once I've been talking about this, but once I switch, let's see, can I throw this on here? Oh my god. Oh, that still worked. Okay. Hold on, let me see if this worked. Yes, so we can do the same tactic we did earlier. Get out of here, bug. I don't even know what bug that was. So my window is like slightly open and bugs come in, especially in the summertime. Okay, so now we can do... Wait, if I throw it on here... No, I need to throw it on... Wait. How did this work last time? Maybe I did this wrong again. I don't know. Oh, no. I'm doing it right. So I just gotta get this. There we go. And then 2 more. Oh, God. Almost there. I think, like, there's an achievement where you have to, like, do it in time. Like, in a specific time. Get out of here. God. I don't know what that bug is. Okay. Now... Oh, my God.
There's never a silencing hex around when you need one.
So bright. Why is it so bright? Jesus.
Rise and protect me. Stop her before she finishes the spell.
I know, I'm trying to. I can't collect these. They disappear as soon as I grab them. Oh god, she got it. Jesus. Denied. Okay, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. I want it more personally. Well, my thing is, I like healing in-game. So I've been wanting like a really good healing build because I just think Ventari isn't that great on healing. Oh god. I'm trying to... Yeah, there we go. Let's throw that at her. Throw one for extra good measure. So, but yeah, I'm a type of person, I usually... Oh god, again? I'm a type of person, I'm usually happy with whatever comes out. I talked about this the other day, where
I'm starting to think you enjoy these traps.
I think that... Hold on.
Let's make this quick. The eye is on the move, and we need to find it again.
Why? Why do you care?
It's classified.
I deserved that.
You tell me your plans, and I'll tell you mine.
Honestly, I can't. I took a sacred oath, crossed my heart, and hoped to die. And I would die.
And if I swear not to tell anyone? Cross my heart?
The oath we take is far more intense and binding. Not something you seal with a pinky swear.
We'll see what a niece has to say about that.
Take the aspect. Take the aspect.
She
Okay.
can't tell you either, but I'm off to HQ to gather intel on the eye's movements. You may as well come along.
Where is it? I usually meet a niece in the palace.
I'll show you. Meet me in the Reach Mausoleum. It's perfect. perfect for a secret rendezvous. The spectators are all dead.
Alright, cool. We got that done. Got some unbound magic there. Yeah, Ventari and Glint, like even combined, I have on my Revenant, I have a like Alacrity build or whatever. It's just not, I don't know, it's weird because it's only based really on the mausoleum. Where's the mausoleum again? I don't remember. It's in Gren's area, isn't it? Is it right there? I don't know. It's like right outside. I don't know. We'll see. And it's based off of just having like Alacrity on the Revenant, and it's just, I don't know, it's just not good, and I don't have that waypoint unlocked, so I'm gonna go do that. It's just not good. I don't know. The healing can be easily outdone by any other healing build, like a heal firebrand, or even a heal like water mage can out heal it. Even though there's no like other benefit to battle having a water mage and stuff, which I understand is the reason that water mage isn't that popular in healing, because it doesn't provide any like bonuses or anything. So it's not that great, and I would like a healing build personally. I know a lot of people probably are against it because not a lot of people play healers in games. So, and I totally understand it. My thing was, and I talked about this in the Revenant specialization video that I had, I talked about wanting some more it was kind of misunderstood, and I didn't really explain myself very well, but I wanted more magic in the class, and they were like, well, what do you mean magic? Like, it's this magical warrior that can like phase through the mist and like blah blah blah. But I was talking about more like spell casting stuff, you know, as the Revenant. Like even our long range weapon, like the two weapons that we have are pretty much like martial weapons, where we have a hammer that we like throw hammers with. Like, yes, it's magical hammers, but we like throw hammers with it, and we like jump to attack and stuff. And the other one is the bow that we got, which is a short bow, which you actually shoot arrows with. So I wanted more something long range that's magical. So I wanted like a scepter or something, or a trident, or something that feels like more magically inclined in a way. That sounds really funny, actually. Like a celestial with all the boons and everything. That's actually really fun. Okay, yeah, support rather than healer. I mean, that's kind of, yeah, I can see that and stuff, but I was gonna say something earlier before I totally like lost track. I wanted to say something. There's something about Revenant, I think. I don't know. It's okay. Maybe I'll remember.
Isn't this such a lovely mausoleum? My favorite one, actually. Don't you like it?
Spooky. It suits you. But really, we need to get moving.
Have no fear, my dear. The entrance is just here, if you know where to look. Which I do.
Like on this side, right? Isn't it?
Walk this way.
I love this instance too. This is really cool. And I could totally see that too, like daggers, or what other weapons do we have that we haven't seen on Revenant? I don't know. It's a good question. But yeah, I could see like daggers being a long range. I'm super happy because like on my first elite specialization for Mesmer, I wanted a long range dagger, and we got a long range dagger, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so happy. I really love it. Oh, I have like a bunch of stuff I can get. Oh god, I'm not gonna work on that. I love the water in here. It looks weird. I have the settings really dark, guys, so that's why it's like looks really dark, but I like it like that. Makes it look spooky scary. Can you read that? No. Alright, hello Anis. So I love how like Carita is like way taller than Anis.
You're back.
Yeah, your exemplar brought me in. I came to ask again what you plan to do with the aspects.
Exemplar Karita.
Karita, not Carita. Karita.
That's her name, is it? We never had time for introductions.
Well, I can't tell you about the aspects. Did you ask her?
Talking about Ventari and the
Despite
healers.
rumors to the contrary, I am not dead.
I just think
Stop
that
talking about me
it's
as if
just
I weren't
not.
here.
It's just not good in general.
Anise,
I'm not
tell
sure if there
him
was like
to
a
hand
specific
over the
point that I had.
aspect.
The commander wants to know what you plan to do with them.
I'll take the oath if that's required, but I can't entrust the aspect to you until
So I don't know. I just think that
You
Revenant.
told him about the oath.
Talking about the
I really like Ventari. It's just the tablet, and I talked about this
Besides,
before where
you
I
wouldn't
wanted
shut up
the.
about it. You're not
Hold on, we'll
Shining Blade.
finish this.
We'd never allow you to take the oath.
Actually, I think it's a wonderful idea. I can imagine no more trustworthy and useful a person to have on our side.
What?
Follow me, Commander. Allow me to introduce you to the Shining Blade's inner circle.
All right, so I just think that like my issue with it is the tablet, right? And it's you have to if you
Love how much this is going to hurt.
really
It's just an oath
Karita?
of secrecy, right?
There's more to it than promising to keep
bye. They're walking away as they're still having a conversation. It's really funny. But it's so like I talked about this before, where it's like you have the tablet and you have like you have to take care of the tablet where it's positioned, because you have to position it to the, let's say you're in a raid or in a strike, and you have to position it to where, because you know people aren't going to go to the tablet. You always have to move the tablet to the people that are hurt the most. So it's like you have to pay attention to what you're doing with all the, I mean, we recently we did the what was it, the bone skinner, and it's like AoE all the time and you don't even know what's happening. And I was playing the Revenant, the healing Revenant, and I'm like, I don't even know like what's going on. I can't even take care of my own position, let alone even see where the tablet is at. And it really sucked, because me having to take care of the position of the tablets because people were like dodging, or they were like on this side like trying to like I don't know, trying to save themselves or whatever. You know, people get panicky and they run around and stuff, and you try to heal them, and it's so dumb because you can only heal around that tablet or around yourself if you have like a staff or something. And it just really sucks, because you can have like another healing class, you know, you can have a druid which has like super AoE healing, you know, and it, you know, Firebrand has like a bunch of AoEs where you can heal a bunch, and it just in comparison really sucks. Like, I get Alacrity is really great and stuff, I love that, but the healing just doesn't make up for it, for being like lackluster in DPS and stuff. So I don't like Ventari. I wish the tablet itself, and I talked about this before, I wish the tablet was active by itself, where it would maybe move to an like a friendly unit that has like the least amount of health in the area around you at like a 1200 range. That would be so cool, because it would just like automatically move around to the lowest friendly unit, and you could just use your skills the whole time without having to look at it. And it would just make it a lot easier to handle moving the tablet, because you wouldn't you could still move the tablet with your healing skill, but it would automatically move. So I think I really like that. I talked about this in the beginning of the stream. I think the story itself, where One Path ends, is great. I love the whole Lazarus thing. I love the Shining Blade. I love all that stuff. I'm a huge fan of that like part of the lore, the Mersat lore, and like, you know, having Karita, or, you know, the real person that she is, like, you know, talking about her and talking about like Guild Wars 1 stuff. I love that. I just hate that it's like it's put at the end of this, because I talked about this in the beginning, where it's like you look at Out of Shadows, which deals with the White Mantle, and then we finish that story in Head of the Snake, and then we deal in Rising Flames and Crack in the Ice, we deal with the Two Dragons, which we then finish in Flashpoint. So all the story bits from this is like completely done, except for where's Balthazar. So we do this whole thing about Lazarus and blah 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 just to find Balthazar. I find it like has no connection to each other. Hey Finola, how are you? Welcome back. You don't know how that works. The tablet would be better if they increased the range and the speed. Yeah, so range maybe, speed maybe. I could see that, but like I said, I wished it was more like, because the comparison that I made with the tablet was to like, because I play a summoner in Final Fantasy 14. I don't really actively play it. I'm subscribed to it, and I have been for like a long time. But I only hop in like every once in a while, do a couple quests, and I hop off because I want to play Guild Wars 2 instead. Like, I love the combat in Guild Wars 2 a lot more. I'm not a huge fan of tap targeting, but I play a summoner. And you have your little fairy friend. You know, you can have Eos or Celine. You can pick whichever one based on like which look you like more. And they like passively heal whoever's the lowest, and they like cast it. And that's really cool to me. I wish the tablet would do the same thing, where it's like, okay, maybe it doesn't necessarily actually need to do an active like big heal or something, but actively moving to the lowest friendly unit around would be really cool. And then of course they can like, where they prioritize like you know, like your like your squad members, and then prioritize it, like your team members on top of that. You know how they like do that, you know, where they like prioritize certain targets or whatever. And I would really like to see that, where because I think that would like boost the usability of Ventari so much, where it's like actually a really good healing thing just by making this tiny little change. It wouldn't be that huge of a change, I don't think so. Oh, the scholar. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's not the summoner. The summoner is the one with the little the magical foxes. You're right. That's the scholar. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. I don't play it enough to remember, but yeah, it's the scholar with the fairies. Yeah. You're right. I'm good, Finola. I'm doing great. Ronnie Spector. Is that an actress or something? I don't know who that is. The name kind of rings a bell, but I'm really bad with famous people, so God knows. All right, here we are. Hello. Oh God, I'm locked in place.
Your attention.
Oh.
I bring before you one who wishes
Okay.
to take the oath of confidence and support the Shining Blade. In the interest of expediency, are there any among you who do not know who he is? It appears
And
your reputation precedes you, Commander. Let us begin. Within the holy light of the Shining Blade.
oh, it's interesting. They
I
don't
call
say
this
anything because I'm
gathering
like
to
a
order.
human.
Blessings on Creta,
And the lore is really great. And Guild Wars 1 Guild Wars 1 lore is very different to Guild Wars 2 lore, because Guild Wars 1 lore is not based off of dragons, right? They kind of build all of Guild Wars 2 pretty much on
I do.
the whole Elder Dragons thing, right? And they talk about like the 5 races that came before the Mersat, the Seers, the Jotun, the dwarfs, and
hear me. I vouch personally.
the Forgotten, right? That was the 5 races that fought them last time or whatever, you know. And that's what Guild Wars 2 is like. A lot of it is based off of like the last Elder Dragon Rising and all that stuff. But then you get the tidbits of Guild Wars 1 that they squeeze in there, and it's really interesting. A lot of stuff is really great. So I recommend Guild Wars 1 to a lot of people because it's still very active. People really still like it a lot. They oh no, okay, Salia objected, which is really crappy. Salia being one that we played with in the original story, like, I don't know, it's kind of crappy that she is not okay with it. But yeah, the Guild Wars 1 lore and 2 lore is somewhat very different, and I wish they kind of stayed away from Guild Wars 1 lore. Like, I talked about this recently where I'm like, they can integrate it in like certain tidbits where it's like, oh, this is a callback and this is a callback, but they've retconned a lot of it at this point too, which I wasn't aware of, like some of the stuff.
How is the petitioner tested?
There was recently on stream someone said that they retconned on the Bloodstone, and it's actually true. When you look at the 2 different wiki pages, and the Guild Wars 1 and the Guild Wars 2, the origin of the Bloodstone is different, and I didn't know that, and I was like, oh wow, they retconned that. So that's why I don't necessarily want them to
Prepare to experience a dark moment in our history.
I don't want them to really
Will birth empathy in your heart.
do so much of Guild Wars 1 that they have to like fit it into Guild Wars 2 and then they retcon stuff because they try to make it fit or something. I want them to kind of like,
You be Shadow for once.
you know, like, I don't know, I want them to kind of like
Members of the Shining
do callbacks and stuff and integrate it, but don't change too much of it, so.
the White Mantle.
Yes. Welcome to our headquarters, where we make all our critical battle plans.
So in the original story, the gods in the original, so if you can actually look at the Guild Wars 1 wiki and just type in Bloodstone, and then you can look at the Guild Wars 2 wiki, Guild Wars 1 wiki and Guild Wars 2 wiki. Like you can literally look at the wiki pages and like the first lines are already different. Oh, there's Marcus. So we actually know about Marcus being a traitor in Guild Wars 1. We don't get to experience this exact moment in the battle, but we do get to hear about this instance that's happening. It's happening off screen in Guild Wars 1 during Guild Wars 1 days, which is really cool to see. I'm gonna heal these downed people, maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure. Here you have to like hold out as long as you can. Which I don't even know. Whatever. But yeah, so in the original story, it was made by the gods. The gods gave the humans magic, and they gave it to them in like the form of the Bloodstone or something. I'm not 100% certain, guys. My memory isn't that great. So some of the stuff I'm like, I don't remember. But yeah, it's like something like that. And then in Guild Wars 2, it was changed to like the Mersad like having done it or something. It was like based off of them at that point, and it was like not the same. I don't know, there's like a discrepancy between the two things, and it's like a really like if you look at the actual lore, it's like super blatant. Because from what I remember, it was like in Guild Wars 1, it was like the gods gave the humans magic in the form of the Bloodstones, and they sealed it with King Dorix, who was like one of the first like human king or whatever, and he sealed the Bloodstone with his blood. That's why it was called the Bloodstone, because it was sealed with his royal blood. But then in Guild Wars 2, they changed it to fit the dragon story, where it has to do with the Mersad having created the Bloodstones in order to siphon the energy from the dragons. And it's like, what? That's not what it was. And I didn't know this until like recently, that it had been like I knew some of the details had changed, but I didn't realize it had been like completely retconned almost. So I don't know, but of course, yeah. There's a lot of stuff. Like I said, like this story instance happened. Like we don't see this in the original story, but this happens. We are with the Shining Blade in Guild Wars 1, which were this like underground group that was fighting the White Mantle, which was the White Mantle was oppressing Kryta. After they had saved Kryta, God, I lost. Oh well, I held out for almost 2 minutes.
Massacre! The White Mantle dogs have killed us all.
Okay.
I hope Shadow got away.
So much death.
What the hell?
Well played, my dear.
Hold on.
I suspected you had a sense of the dramatic in you.
Don't get too comfortable.
But yeah, so the Shining Blade was like underground, and they were like fighting back. There's like a whole chapter in Guild Wars 1 that you can play later, like after the initial game or whatever it's called, War in Kryta, which deals with all of this stuff. And you fight the like Mersad, and there's a giant war going on and stuff. But the Shining Blade fight the White Mantle, and they get betrayed by the guy that we fought earlier, Marcus. He's one of the inner council of the Shining Blade in Guild Wars 1, and he betrays the Shining Blade. He's actually a spy for the White Mantle. So he tells the White Mantle, because the illusion that you saw was the Henge of Denravi, which we actually see the ruins of it in Guild Wars 2. But in Guild Wars 1, this was like a refuge for the Shining Blade, because they had been like on the run from the White Mantle, and they were trying to find a refuge. They were trying to find a place where they could plan their like attacks against the White Mantle. And they heard about this like lore from the Druids or whatever in the Maguma Wastes, and they went to the Henge, like this legendary like place or whatever. So they went into the Henge, and Marcus, the inner council member, betrayed them, and we left to get an ally, and while we were like on this journey talking to our ally, he tells us, because he's Vizier Kilbron, so he's a very magical like inclined person or whatever, and he tells us that, oh, the White Mantle has attacked the Henge, and Marcus has betrayed you, and you can't go back. And that's when we journey to the desert to actually ascend and become like stronger and stuff. We do like this little, like every movie has that little like, oh, where the hero has to get stronger. So that's like kind of our like session where we go into the desert and we get stronger. But yeah, so that's pretty much what we saw there. It was like Marcus betraying the Shining Blade, and with the White Mantle. So that's kind of the story there. Oh, it's really great. Anise and Kirita are great. I love them both. I wish they would both come back into the story a little bit.
Nothing. Never mind.
And that led many among our ranks to doubt, fear, regret, inner demons.
Inner demons. Believe me, I'm bombarded by them every day.
Now you must face those that bother
Oh,
you
interesting. I
most,
can't even see the
so you
text
can overcome
because of
them
the
when
map.
someone uses them against you.
But yeah, so there was a little story tidbit. I don't know. I'm decent with the story. I'm not. I know there's people that are like 100% better than me on this stuff. But yeah, I do enjoy some of the Guild Wars 1 lore. I still play Guild Wars 1 to this day. And you can always join my streams if... Oh, there's K's. Do I have to talk to them? I forgot what I have to do. Closure? Okay, that didn't do anything. There we go. That didn't do anything. Oh, did it? Oh, it did. Okay, it was just a late effect there. Oh, air disappeared. That's okay. We'll just finish it like this. I don't necessarily need them. I don't think. Maybe I do. Yeah. Screw you. Take this. Bam. There we go. Let's end this. Yes, I know, Karita. Seek closure. Got it. The end. Jesus. All right.
Master Exemplar. He has proven his mettle.
Hello, Alexander. How are you? Alex. I'm sorry. I know you don't. You're like, just call
All
me
that
Alex.
remains is a
Hi,
journey
Alex.
through magical darkness to the sacred chamber where you will take the oath. Trust me, I will guide you safely there.
Yes. Let's go. Take the oath. There's a Shining Blade, guys. I do want to get the Shining Blade. I do have the Save the Queen precursor. I haven't gotten the Shining Blade yet. So.
With this oath, you will be bound to defend our secrets. You attempt to reveal them on pain of death. Repeat after me.
I am bound by the blood spilled from Shining Blade veins.
I am bound by the blood spilled from Shining Blade veins.
The secrets of the Shining Blade are mine to safeguard beyond search.
Oh, I know. The two were like a great duo. I mean, they were so fun. I think Kanak is honestly my favorite character, and I think Anise is like my close second favorite character in the story. Because they're just, I mean, I don't know, they're just really funny, and they're like really like witty. They come up with like all these witty remarks and stuff. I really love that. So
we may now share our secrets with you without penalty.
I don't know. Alexander rolls off like the tongue for me easier than Alex, but I don't know. All right,
Don't forget,
you tell, you die. We got it.
you die.
About that. Spill it.
Very well. I suppose I'll answer your question now. What was it again?
Oh, you're funny. You know what I want.
I do, yes. You want Balthazar, and I want Lazarus. As long as the aspects are out there, Kryta isn't safe.
You are planning to destroy them.
No. Once I have them all.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we're getting the precursor already for the Oreen thing. I just
Your mind may have
I've been saying this a lot. Like, I'm preparing for End of Dragons by getting like extra. Like, I'm working on 32 slot bags right now, getting like a full set. I have extra bag slots, like expansions. I'm getting bank slot expansions. I'm saving on a bunch of different stuff so I can get a full set of ascended armor, like for whatever character that I'm gonna play. I just don't know yet. I want to play one of the new elite specializations throughout the whole story of End of Dragons, but I don't know what that is yet. I really like the Virtuoso. I hate the name, but I love the elite spec. I think it's great. I just don't know if that's the one I'm gonna go with. So I
We
don't
split
know.
up. You to Or. I'll have a ship waiting for you in Lion's Arch.
It's an interesting
We'll
thought
know
because
once we
you
spot
know,
the eye.
you die, so it's like,
Why don't you stop by
does
rather
that
soon? Guildmate Tyrant can give you a comm device like mine.
So you can keep track of me, my
does
dear?
that like
No.
invalidate the
So
oath
we
we
can
took?
keep track of
Maybe.
each
I mean, that's something, that's kind of like how in with the Oreen stuff, where it's like, she devours Joko or whatever, and it's like, that's like the whole thing there. It's like, is this the same kind of situation where it's just like, oh well, whoop, we died, so I don't know, maybe they'll bring it back at some point. I don't know. I feel like ArenaNet, and this is something that I think is very apparent, is they're trying to move away from the dragon story like a lot, and they're trying to move away from that plot point. But I talked about this recently, where I would really love to see a I would really love to see an expansion for both Guild Wars 1 and Guild Wars 2 released at the same time in the same area, but 250 years in between that. And my example that I had for it was, I wanted one in the Isles of Janthier, where in Guild Wars 1, we go to the Isles of Janthier, and we actually maybe find like seer prisoners out in the Isles of Janthier, and we rescue them, and there's only a few of them, and then we help them like rebuild their stuff or whatever against the like last like jade armors that are out there, maybe like the last defenses of the Mersad or something. And then 250 years later in Guild Wars 2, we go back to it, and we see that the seers have thrived, and they're like in the society, but they like want to stay away because of like how much the war has cost them, so they're trying to like not get involved with anyone, so they're like super isolated out there and stuff. But I would love to see that. And then my thought was, and we talked about this, my thought was to have like rewards, like the Hall of Monuments, where you can do Guild Wars 1 stuff and you get rewards in Guild Wars 2. They could kind of do the same thing, where you can do stuff in Guild Wars 2 and stuff in Guild Wars 1, and you can get like another Hall of Monuments kind of thing, like on the website, or like on another website or something, and you can gain rewards like both different games depending on what you do in the other game or something, and make it like super interactive with the two games, and just play in the same area like 250 years apart, but like it releases at the same time. I would really love that. Have I been growing a lot? Well, I hope so. I don't know. Have I? I mean, I love everyone that's coming back. It's been getting a lot busier, and I really appreciate it. So even on an impromptu stream, I get a lot of viewers. So I really appreciate everyone that's coming by. Thank you so much for that. Play heavy armored classes. I like heavy armored classes. I do too. I'm more of a magically inclined person, though. I like magics. I'm a fan of that. Yeah, I know. I don't know. And I feel like they could maybe retcon that in a way where it's not super hurtful to the whole story of like, oh, the last Prasad kind of thing. If we specifically go to the Isles of Janthier, because I really like the Mersat story and stuff. Um, like I said, there could even be like, um, there could be like the actual like last Mersat, or I don't know, something like that. I want to like specifically said Seers because I feel like we never hear about the Seers. Like if you play through Guild Wars 1, you find a Seer, and I think it's implicated that they're like the same Seer that you see over and over and over again, but you see so many different ones. Like they all look the same, and it's implicated it's the same one, but you see them in all like different instances and stuff. And they could have it where it's like, oh no, they're like underground or whatever. They're just hiding from the Mossad, and then like they are the ones that come forward in the new expansion, and they say, hey, you know, you're the hero of Tyria, you know, you saved us from Abaddon, you saved us from, you know, like all the stuff you did in Eye of the North and War in Kryta against the Mersad and all this stuff. Like, why don't you come to the Isles of Janthier with us? Because we're trying to see what's left of the Mersad stuff. And they could have like a little bit of retcon where it's like there's still like Mersad stuff there, like Jade armors and stuff. I don't know. I feel like they could do a little bit more with it. And I would really enjoy that part of the, oops, I just mounted something. I don't know what I did. I don't know. I think that would be really interesting to have. I need to find a boat. Boat. Where do I get the boat? Oh, in Lion's Arch. That's right. Well, to be honest, I don't think that it's so. There's a couple of things I want to say about that too. As someone, you know, you talked about you didn't play the Guild Wars, and you guys are talking about all this stuff. I have no idea, but it's still hopping on the stream. Well, I appreciate that, Alex. That's what it's all about. So you talked about. Let me go through here.
Balthazar has turned on humanity. Why aren't the other gods stopping him?
Because they're gone.
Oh no. Okay.
Because they agree with his methods.
I think that.
Always a reason for the things gods do. We just can't always.
I was getting names confused. I don't know. If you look at it from a technical standpoint, first of all, in Guild Wars 1, they released new expansions every 6 months, and these were like full on, like, they weren't really expansions. They were like standalone campaigns where they had like they added 2 new classes, a whole new map, like not one map. I mean like a whole new continent with like a bunch of maps, a bunch of new enemies, a bunch of new like elite missions or whatever. You know, they added all this extra, like all this stuff with each campaign in 6 months. And the studio back then was a lot smaller than what it is now. So to me, I feel like technically it wouldn't be that hard, because if they can release a giant expansion in Guild Wars 1 in a matter of 6 months, if they say, let's say, okay, we're doing these expansions and we're doing like a 4-year period. We're gonna say, okay, we're taking 4 years to make this expansion for Guild Wars 1 and Guild Wars 2. They could easily do it, I feel like, because it took them 6 months to make these standalone campaigns. I don't know what the pressure was in the studio, but like I said, it was a lot smaller studio, and I feel like if they like let players know, like, hey, be patient, we're making this, I think a lot of people would be really excited about that, and they would be like very patient with it too. But I think they could easily do it, and they have the technology of you earning rewards in Guild Wars 1 and you get them in Guild Wars 2 with the Hall of Monuments. I mean, it's like a whole website. They could repurpose that website to have like different options of like, okay, here's the Hall of Monuments for like the base game of Guild Wars 2, but then you have the Hall of Monuments for this new expansion that's coming out or something, where you can earn other rewards or whatever. And I don't think it would technically be that hard for them if they like really focused and really like sat down and looked at what it is that they needed to do. I think it's very possible that they could do that. It just, you know, and I understand that a lot of the people that worked on Guild Wars 1 stuff are not with the company anymore, and probably a lot of the code is like unknown to the people and stuff, so maybe that's where they would run into. But they do have a lot of senior people that have been there since the Guild Wars 1 days and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I think that would be the only thing that they would run into where it would become an issue. Would just be that.
Hello, I'm the passenger you're
So.
waiting for. The
Hey,
Shining
Justin,
Blade
how are
is
you?
providing me
Long
with
time no
passage
see.
to Ore.
I'll need your boarding token.
I don't have a token. I wasn't given one. Hold on.
So I just think that the technology is there, and I think that the
Ooh, so formal. Is the agent there with you?
Karita's so funny. I love her.
I must
I'm doing
receive a
great.
proper boarding token.
I'm doing great.
I have my orders.
Are you getting back into Guild Wars 2 since we have a new expansion coming out?
On a blade mission. You will transport him to Ore. Code SBEJ.
She yells. It's so funny.
You don't have to shout.
Yes, Exemplar. I apologize. I didn't realize. You may board at will.
She's so funny because she's like yelling it at this guy at Billman over here, and we're just like, you don't have to shout. Look, it's the boat on the picture, guys. It's the picture, the banner, the picture banner, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I just think, and honestly, like, they don't necessarily. One thing that I did want to say too, like, people would be like, oh, well, they have to create all new assets and stuff. I think there's enough assets in the game. We have so much of the, like, you know, you look at the, like, Onyx Gate and the Fire Islands in Guild Wars 1, you have all these, like, glowy jade, like, structures and stuff. And we have the, like, fiery, like, the Isles of Janthir look like they're, like, fiery. You know, they look like it's all, like, fiery and stuff with, like, the red and stuff. And it looks like the Fire Islands, right? You look at it here, and it compares really well with, like, what's going up here. So they could, like, reuse a lot of the assets too. They wouldn't necessarily have to create more assets. They could just use, like, not make maybe lava, but, like, use all the, like, black rock and ashy stuff. And even the, like, when you look at the Fire Islands in Guild Wars 1, they have a lot more of the, like, spooky scary faces and stuff than they have in Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2 doesn't necessarily have, like, they have some of them. You can see them on the volcanoes and stuff. In Guild Wars 1, they were, like, everywhere. You would walk across the Fire Island chain, and there were, like, faces everywhere, like these really creepy, ghouly faces. And they could use that. I could totally see that being a thing for the Mossad or whatever. So, but yeah, I don't know. That was, like, my idea for, like, a dual expansion, and it would just bring people back to Guild Wars 1 and bring people to Guild Wars 2, but it also would bring maybe the communities together. I feel like they're very separated right now. So I don't know, but yeah.
Greetings, Wayfarer.
So.
Have you come to help us reclaim this accursed land?
I'm afraid not. I'm looking for someone. Have you seen or heard reports of Balthazar here?
Oh, I did hear a rumor that the being called Balthazar had been seen here. The royal ghosts were buzzing about it.
Do you know where he went? Or have you seen the Eye of Janthir? A floating...
The floating pyramid eye? It
I
passed
never
this way
said
not long
hi.
ago,
Someone came in
but
earlier
I
in the
dared
guild
not
and
approach
listened.
it was headed inland. I suggest you start your search with Dagonet, the firstborn.
I love Dagonet. I wish we'd get more of Dagonet. I liked him because he was like he's like the diplomat person from the Sylvari, but he has also, like, a really cool design. He's, like, very unique. Like, I could pick him out in a crowd of Sylvari. He doesn't look like any regular Sylvari. You know, he's, like, blue, but he also has, like, heavy armor. But then he's a diplomat. I don't know. He's really cool. So Dagonet is one of my, like, not like used favorites.
I can hardly believe my eyes. The destroyer of Zaitan, here to help us reclaim Ore.
No, we're not here to help you reclaim.
Just because of you that we can reclaim Ore.
Sorry to be abrupt, but I'm looking for Balthazar, or the Eye of...
Yeah, I know. It's really funny. They're like, oh, you're here to help. And we're like, no, we're just here to look for Floaty Eye. That's it. And they're like, well, while you're here, clean up some of this mess.
Is locked down.
only the reliquary of
Oh, I have to do the reliquary thing,
like
so I have to
that
do
when
all
we
5 of the
arrived,
hard quests.
so we have
Lame. That's okay. We can talk that way. That way I can talk uninterrupted, even though I'm like kind of done with like the things I talk about. I'm sure there'll be more stuff to talk about. So.
Trying to harness ley line magic to return risen bodies to the soil, to finally cleanse ore.
Timing. If I wanted to find a portable source of ley line magic, where would I look?
Ooh, a conundrum. Let's see, remember Spencer, my chalk organ buddy? It turns out there are others like him. You're already in a place with high magic concentration. Look for a creature that glows, and then cut out its ley organ.
Ugh, that's disgusting. But if it works...
If the
Oh, really?
orb
Are you
contains
on
enough
here?
Magic, it should destroy the risen, at least in theory.
Yeah, like I said, I kind of think they wasted some of the story. I like going back to ore and seeing it like bloom and stuff, and we're cleaning stuff up. I liked all the different story bits. I think they just did it at the wrong time. I really think they did it at a wrong time. It would have landed a lot better if it was in a different, like, at a different time. Alright, do we have some, here's the thing. Glowy little pillar, yay. Alright, let's kill some of these unchained, as they call them. Yeah, I'm excited for, we recently did all the, like, Winds of Change stuff, which is the, like, the last release in Guild Wars 1. And that, like, it was actually last stuff for Guild Wars 1, but also for Cantha, which we're going back to. So, we recently did that on stream, which was, like, really exciting to see, talk about, like, the army, or the, back then it was the Ministry of Purity. It wasn't, like, an army yet. It had been growing into an army, but it's just kind of cool to see all that. The interactions with the Tengu, which I'm like still kind of like, we still haven't seen anything Tengu-ish. And I'm like, what's happening with that? Are they trying to do this like on purpose? Are they trying to hide? The jumping puzzle. Yeah, that jumping puzzle actually here is one of my favorite jumping puzzles right here. The Arm of Abaddon. Man, I really love that jumping puzzle because it's not too hard. Like, I actually did it from memory the other day. It took me a while. Like, I fell a couple times and I had to like redo some areas, and I was stuck in some of them where I'm like, I don't know what I have to do. But I think that it's not so hard. It's kind of forgiving. And it's really fun just climbing all the way up, and then you're at the very top and you get to see the ship and stuff. It's really cool. Wow, someone got 36k on their achievement. Holy crap. I'm only at 30. I'm getting there, guys. Slowly getting there with my achievement points. This is giving me a ton. Where you help a Tengu. You mean in Guild Wars 2? Are you talking about the Dragon Response missions? Because that was like the last time they really talked about Tengu. Or in End of Dragons, because I don't remember them talking about Tengu at all. I just find it really suspicious that people have been asking for Tengu, right? People are like, where's the Tengu? Like, when Tengu is playable, blah, blah. We're going to Cantha, which is like super Tengu-ish in the like lore. That's where they came from and stuff. I know that a lot of them have left. We talked about this on stream. We talked about this on like all the stuff. Oh, I'm gonna go do that event with the champions. But I just think it was a great. Oh, I gotta make it. Hold on, I gotta make it. Attack. Get that mirror. Get that mirror. What are you doing? No, I'm dying. That was close. I only had like 200 health left. Yeah, so that was like one of the stories. So it was kind of interesting because, you know, the Dragon Response missions were something that was like the most recent thing, and at this point, End of Dragons had already been announced, or at least teased. So when people saw that, oh god, we have Tengu in this story, people, you know, I think rightly so, we're assuming that I want to get up to that Kingpin. I just can't get a good foothold anyway. Ugh. There we go. You got it. Let's go help with that. So people were like kind of assuming, because people had been asking for Tengu playable character as a character. So people were assuming like, hey, you know, we're getting End of Dragons, like maybe this is the good time to get Tengu and stuff. And then they bring more Tengu into the story. So then all of a sudden the rumor mill kind of spins, because they're like, oh, they're bringing new voice actors for Tengu, and we're going to End of Dragons. Like, why are they reintroducing the Tengu? They hadn't really been a part of the story in a long time. All of a sudden they're back with this stuff. Like, what's going on there? And oh, I gotta do the scavenger. I didn't even read this thing over there. I gotta do the scavenger, and I gotta return them, reclaim undead corpse. Oh, I gotta do the thing on their corpses. Okay, so let's do that. There's a corpse right here. We can do it. So people were like assuming that, you know, this was like hinting at us getting Tengu as playable. But then as soon as the End of Dragon stuff happens, we don't even talk about the Tengu, which is like, okay. I find it a little bit suspicious, but I'm not trying to draw any conclusions on that part. But, you know, I don't know. I like Tengu. I like the new girl. She was very, the new Tengu girl that we got. She was pretty funny. She was really cute. She's like, oh, people. And she didn't like know people at all. And she's like, oh, you guys are like normal people. It was cool to see. I don't know exactly what she like said or whatever, but it was cool to have Tengu in the story. It was cool to experience Tengu again. So okay, let's get this over here. No, don't steal them. No, they were his anyways. Oh, okay, they're doing. So I can do one. Okay, he was nice enough to not get both of them, because you can get both of them. All right, cool. We did that. I've already finished the heart. That's good. Because, yeah, Nina's up there. Minions hanging out.
Greetings.
No, I was trying to talk to Riza. Riza, talk to me. Hello? Okay, there we go.
There's hope for Or's resurrection.
Your assistance with
Well,
the reclamation is
so
much
there's a
appreciated.
tiny, like, to me,
not done yet.
there's still like
I
this
need to know
tiny
more
sliver
about
of hope
Abaddon's
of ArenaNet,
Or's pride.
like they're trying to hide it, like how they had the Griffin. When we got Path of Fire
Abaddon,
and the Griffin came out, we, you know, no one knew about the Griffin. They didn't talk about the Griffin. They didn't hint at like another mound. They didn't say they were gonna add other mounds. They only talked about the 4 that were there, you know. And Path of Fire came out, and I don't think they even advertised like, oh, and you can get the Griffin until like a month later or something, when we already went into like season 4 of the Living World. And then all of a sudden now they're talking about the Griffin and stuff. So there's a tiny sliver of hope where they're on purpose not talking about Tengu, because they want to leave it maybe as like even a last minute like reveal, where they're like, oh, by the way, guys, you get to play Tengu, like, and everyone just shits their pants, right? That would be great. That would be fantastic if that, you know, were to happen. I know I would piss myself just from excitement of having another playable race. The thing is that bugs me so much. Okay, I keep on pressing all these buttons, guys, and I'm trying to press them. The thing that bugs me very much so is not only do we have the Wizard's Tower, that it's just been hovering over this bay for the last like 16 years. Okay, yeah, it was hovering over here. Wait, was it over here? It moved. From Guild Wars 1 to Guild Wars 2, just so everyone that's not aware, the castle actually moved. You can look at like maps online where it shows you the floating castle moved. Okay, 2 things that's really been bugging me is the Wizard's Tower, and they've been like, there's that famous stream where they were on stream And this is years and years ago. This is, I think, even before Path of Fire came out. And the one guy said, "Oh, we can't talk about the Wizard's Tower." And it was clearly, and they were all like laughing. And I don't know if this was like an internal joke where they're like, they don't have anything planned for it. But the tower has just been there, and it looks great, and no one knows what the frick is going on with it. And then the Dominion of Winds. I'm really sad that we can't go in there. You know, Sanctum Bay was like a story that we did, and I talked about this earlier. This is where we see the Vizier. This is where we do the story where we visit the Vizier, like at the very end here. And then we go down to the beach or whatever, which is like up here, I think. Or we meet him down here, and then we go like up here, and then the beach is up here. I don't know, whatever. But I want to go there. I want to see their city. I want to see their like society and stuff. So having actually a dragon response mission right in front of the gates and then not going in was like kind of a teaser to me as well. I'm like, oh, well, is something going to happen here or something? I don't know. So
all the woes of my world started in Creta. Lisa involved us in the war between Creta and Ascalon.
I don't know. I'm not saying like, oh, I have insider information. God knows I don't have any information on this stuff. It would just be really cool. I have like 30 characters, and I would get, I mean, if you pre-purchase End of Dragons and you get like the Ultimate Edition, or don't you get it with like all the editions? I don't know, but you get like an extra character slot, so I'll be excited. You think they're gonna deal with the castle, with the Wizard's Tower, as they call it, with after End of Dragons? I don't know. At this point, I've kind of given up hope, because the problem, the problem that I have with it is that they have like dropped hints over the years and never really like gone through with any of them. So at this point, I'm not very like optimistic about it, if that makes sense. Like, I'm just not, you know, I'm just like, I don't know, because people were talking about like they've been talking about that castle, like that the Wizard's Tower, since Guild Wars 1, of course. You know, in Guild Wars 1 there was a tiny little story with Varada, which he was like this traitorous necromancer, and he went over there, and then there was, I think, wasn't there another enemy that went over there that we had to defeat? There was like another guy, another quest that we had to do. And that was like, you got like a ton of XP for it. I remember there was something like that. Oh, thank God I got that. I thought she like would interrupt me. I'm gonna kill her anyways. Oh, I was only supposed to do one? I thought I had to do all 4. Oh, wow. That's why I started with the first one. Alright, bye. Thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the discussion and stuff. So it's really fun. It was really fun. But yeah. I don't know, Wizard's Tower, maybe. Maybe at some point.
Unblock the magical current and
Unblock the magical current.
I was never this happy in life. You did so well. You redeemed your people a tiny bit. Now be gone from my sight before I change my mind.
You redeemed your people a tiny bit. Okay, crazy lady. Complete. Oh, now we gotta complete the other tasks. Okay, guys, I'm gonna take like 2 seconds of a break because I gotta go get something to drink. So I'll be right back in like 3 seconds. No, not 3 seconds, but you know what I mean. I'll be right back. All right. Sorry, guys. I had to get something to drink. Decided to use the restroom at the same time. Because I'm efficient. I can do it all together. I get all together. All in like one whoop. Okay. Hi, Alex. My bad. I'm back. Why is it your bad? What did you do? It's fine. I mean, I appreciate you coming back. It's not that. I need to do events. Right, let's go do some events. I'm gonna leave that Wraith to his own devices. Goodbye. Hey, you. Yes, you with the glider. Get over here and help me. I love Hiffa. She's really funny. Alright. Ooh, there's a thingy. Look at that. Man, I'm sad that we didn't get a bard, okay? Like a minstrel, I really wanted the minstrel. I was really hoping for that. Yeah, play the music. Aw, cool. I got Lissa's thing, which is something. Dissonant chords of the song. 50% damage reflection. Own worst enemy. Oh, interesting. Come here, Wraith. I'm a tank now. I got 50% damage reduction. Or deflection, really. Kills you. You attack yourself, friend. Oh, that mission. Oh, God. Quest mission. It's an event, Kevin. Jesus. Get with it. Get with it. Oh, I want to keep this up. I just want to say, I'm going to knock on wood for saying this, I've had no stream problems. I keep on having like issues streaming, and it's like really randomized. It's never like at a specific time. It's never at a specific like, I don't know, game. Like last time we had problems with Paladins, which is like, I don't know, it's not that big of a game, so I don't know. People really AFKing this. It's so sad to see that. It's like Guild Wars 2 is really not the game where you need to like AFK farm stuff, but you know what, whatever. Teach their own. Whatever you want to do with your life. Like gaining rewards is really easy, and being more active, you can actually get so many more rewards, like exponentially more. Alright, almost done with this. You know, and that's the thing, like, you know, they're talking about, like, don't burn yourself out from farming. And in Guild Wars 1, it's really easy to not do that. Because there's so many different things you can always work on. You know, you can work on different achievements, maybe. You can work on, like, getting that piece of gear or finishing. You know, like I said, the achievements have so many different sections in there and stuff. Oh, we're fighting the dragon over there. I'm gonna finish this. I'm not gonna deal with the dragon. Or it's the wyvern. It's all better. But I think like there's so many different things you can do. You know, you can do world versus world. You can help out your guild with building the guild hall. You can do like your daily racing. How many people do that, right? I try to do them once in a while because I'm still trying to build like a racetrack or whatever in the guild hall and stuff, so I go back and like do the races once in a while. You can do your daily, like your dailies, or your daily season 2 or daily season 3, I mean daily season 4. You can like
No, that's definitely not it.
That's exactly... Never mind. I found the Trail of the Eye. It's here. I have 2 sources who saw it not long ago.
This wasn't a competition. You don't have to sound so pleased with yourself.
You're just saying that because I found it first. You going to join me?
Soon. I plan to stop in Divinity's Reach and commandeer us some backup. Wait for me. Promise?
Making no promises. Over and out.
conversations are really funny in this too. Season 3 had some really great dialogue. I don't know who wrote all the dialogue in season 3. Season 3 had really funny dialogue. Like, that was hilarious, okay? Because literally it goes from, come an exemplar, it's me, you do know, right? You know what they say, distance makes the heart grow tastier. And then we say, I believe that's fonder, makes the heart grow fonder. No, that's definitely not it. That's exactly, and then we're like, never mind, let's just not talk about that. Like, why, like, that's so necromancy of her to say that, you know? So, I don't know, it's really cool. Like, Canuck's dialogue, you know, in the last instance of the Head of the Snake release and stuff, it's just, like, really funny to me. It's, like, really great dialogue, and I like the, like, snarky, funny, like, comments by everyone. It's really cool. Okay, I don't want to do the Wyvern stuff, but I need to do that hard quest or whatever. Actually, before I do that, let's roller beetle over here to our Deer Queen and get some pearls for some of the karma. The dragon is probably done by the time we get there. The Wyvern, which is fine. I don't know about it. Orient pearls, yeah, I want more of those. How many do I have? 160 in storage. I don't care about that. I already have a book in the bank. Ooh, look at all these rewards. All this garbage. It's not really garbage. You need all those crafting materials, especially piles of crystalline dust. So useful for a lot of different things. Alright, no worries. Go ahead, lurk. Oh, they just finished the Wyvern. That's okay. I'm not worried about it. Let's collect one of these, the relics, and let's clear the air. Literally, clear the air with the purifying powers of the things we just collect. Shoo-shadoo! Someone has Shoo-shadoo. Shoo-shadoo is really cute, but I wouldn't invest a lot of time into making that legendary. Like, I would be happy with it, but I'm not huge on shields anyways. But it's also more like of a comic relief shield, really, than, I don't know, legendary to me has to be like badass and not like super cute or something. I don't know. It's just me. Raven's staff. Wow, someone has a bunch of different like precursors stuff. So that's interesting. Yeah, I have Ippos. I have the Flameseeker Prophecies, which is the other legendary shield. I have Frostfang. That's it for my legendaries. I don't have any legendaries. Whee! Is there more air? Yeah, down there. Purify the air. Okay, there we go. It's really easy. Let's land with King Zorn. Guess, no, never mind. Bram sent a letter.
Would you like me to read it? Of course you would. He says, Timey, what did the commander do to Jormak? Destiny's Edge, my guild, had it surrounded, and then, suddenly an anguished roar, and it returned to the eye.
Stop. Do we have to do this now? I can't deal with both him and Balthazar.
He says the Norn want him to kill Jormak. Why, oh why did he put his arrow in that tooth?
I don't have time for his tantrums. Just didn't think.
And he didn't ask your permission either.
I could have protected him from this. He'll either change course, or we'll have to stop him.
But since Jormag's all snoozy, he doesn't have a chance of killing it now, does he?
He better not. Talk to him. Maybe you can get him to see reason. It's never too late for him to do the right thing.
I don't know if he has a choice anymore. He's under a lot of pressure to live up to Air's legend. And he's so young.
Older than you.
Only physically. Tie me out. Oh, Rock sends her love. Really out.
Yeah, it's really, you know, the whole thing with Bram kind of stuck with me too, and I still don't like his character even now because of what happened. I just find it like exactly what the commander says. Like, I really, like, I felt that. Like, even now, like, I don't have time for his tantrums. right? And I feel like that's pretty much sums up the relationship of the commander with Bram, even way into Icebreath Saga. Because in Icebreath Saga, he did the same thing. He went off and did his own thing, again, without talking to us, because he thinks he knows everything better, and it pisses me off. And, you know, she says, like, he didn't ask for your permission. And I'm like, I don't even, like, think that. Like, he doesn't need to ask for permission. But we clearly know better than he does. Like, he doesn't know all the different stuff. Like, he wasn't there when we fought the first dragon. He wasn't there when, you know, we had to see all those people die and stuff, you know? And I just think that, like, he's just, like, gung-ho about this because of his mom. Okay, I get that part. But then he also, like, all of a sudden is, like, doing the same thing in Icebreath Saga again, where he's, like, gung-ho about, like, oh, I'll just go over here because of this thing. Like, I'm just gonna go over here because I'm the Norn of Legend. And it's like, you don't even know what that means. Like, stop just running off into, like, your own doom for no reason. Like, it's just stupid. Oh, I'm gonna play my musical song too. Yay! Let's get 3 out of 5 here. Nice. We got Melandru, Dwayna, Balthazar songs. We got a whole bunch of stuff going on here. I love it. Look at my effects bar. Look at this. Look at the boons for days that I got going on there. Gee. Wow, it's really nice to see this map so active with the dirges and stuff going on. That's cool. I grant you this boon, and he doesn't actually give us it. Alright. So that helped with a lot of the hard progression there. So yeah, story-wise, I think this release was like really great. I really like it very much, and I don't know, like, are we gonna get, like, one thing that I really disliked in the Path of Fire story, to be honest, is they introduced all these new characters, and then so I don't too much like hate introducing new characters, but then I feel like it didn't really go anywhere with a lot of them. Like, I feel like we kind of build a relationship with the casino owner. I forgot his name. Only to really not have that pan out to be anything. So that's cool, you know. And then we got the like that's, I mean, that's kind of like a waste. I'm like, why did we build like this relationship with him and then like nothing even comes of it? Which is whatever. But then I also, oh god, I just got down by the fire, by the lava, I mean. Let's see if I can get, oh, she didn't get the it's supposed to give you the, oh, they don't have the agony effect anymore. They took that away, right? I don't remember, whatever. It doesn't matter. So, and then they have the like this the spear marshal that they introduce. I don't know, I forget all their names, but so they have him in there, and it's like, okay, cool, you know, the spear marshal is in there, and then he like kind of in like season 4 he's still around, and then I don't know, I feel like there's not really like a resolution to that whole situation in a way. I don't know, it's strange to me. Like, why do you introduce all these characters? Like, I'd rather have them focus on the characters that we do have that can journey with us, rather than having these people that you know we're never gonna see again. You know we're never gonna talk about these people again. Like, why even bother with introducing them if you know they're not going to be in the story for a long time, because they're stuck to Elona because of what he is, you know, and we're never going to go back to Elona. You know, this is not like World of Warcraft where they like revisit all these old story threads. Guild Wars 2 and ArenaNet specifically, they're all about like, okay, we're done with the story now, we're moving on, we're going somewhere else, and we're not going to talk about what, you know, this last thing. Oh, cool. I don't think I've ever been up here. That's kind of cool. There's an O card up here. I don't think I've ever been up there. That's really cool. I like that. So I kind of hate that they do that because we have all of Dragon's Watch, and I hope that for End of Dragons, they really go through and concentrate on just the relationship of Dragon's Watch, because I honestly feel like Dragon's Watch kind of like even in season 3, we talk about this where we talked to the queen about it in Head of the Snake, where the commander kind of gets annoyed because they're like, you know, I don't know how you do it to the queen. You know, that's what we say. We say to the queen, I don't know how you do it because you have to lead this whole country and you have to, you know, and then they have to like trust in you. And I can't even get the few members of Dragon's Watch to like help me out, like, and stick together and be like on a battlefield all at once, right? And then we proceed to like do all of season 3 with everyone kind of scattered. We just pretty much work with Timey. Bram is up in the mountain with Rox. Casimir and Jory are dealing with their like their own thing where they like have this like weird breakup situation, and I don't even know where they are at now because we start Path of Fire and then Ridlock is all of a sudden there and Casimir is there. So then we work with them, and then Kanaka's there and we work with them mostly. And then Marjorie doesn't get there until like the end of Path of Fire, right? That's when Marjorie gets there. And then in episode 1 we get Rox and Bram, who pretty much fall through the portal, and then here they are. But they're not like, again, they're not like together because I don't know, you don't get the like inter-guild. I don't know, I feel like as a guild master, you know, we're pretty much like the founder of the guild or whatever. I feel like we should interact more with those people. We should interact more with our guild members, and I think there should be some character progression for these people and stuff, you know, because I think they can be used a lot better. They're kind of just, a lot of them, especially for like Iceroot Saga and stuff, I felt like they were just like in the story. They were like there, like Casimir, for example. Casimir shows up and she deals with like in the Grothmar map, she deals with like training the cubs and stuff, and then she appears in like in Drizzlewood Coast, but then like she doesn't really have like any story bits where she's like important. And you have like Logan, who kind of, you know, he gets into the position of Marshal, and that's great for him and all. I just think it's kind of like we kind of have moved on from Logan because we're not part of the pact anymore. We should be concentrating on Dragon's Watch, and I feel like its identity. You know, before we were like the commander of the pact and stuff, and I feel like now we need to like work on getting our guild together and actually being like a guild. We have never really been a guild, you know, except for like season 1 and season 2, where we worked together on all this like different stuff that we did. So you know, end of Iceroot Saga, we had all the people there, and like even Kaith is there and stuff, but it just doesn't, I don't know, it just feels like we had just a group of people there. Could have been any random people. It didn't matter who they were. It wasn't like, oh, thank God Dragon's Watch is here. It's like, oh, thank God we have 300 allies that are just, you know, that are just in this army with us together, pretty much. Like, could have been anyone. So I hope that for End of Dragons, because, you know, we have Marjorie and Casimir, and Timey and Goric are there. I hope that we I don't know, build a little bit more of that stuff, you know, like Bram is in there and Rox has pretty much left us. Like, that's the thing too, like Rox pretty much left the guild because she's been gone, and we kind of know that she was leaving and stuff, and of course we were concerned pretty much more for how, really? It teleports me back? Like, let's not do that. Just teleport me. You know, we're concerned about like how Bram will take it and blah blah blah. We never even hear the resolution of that, I don't think, really. I think there's like some comments that are being made, but it's never really like we talk about how all of that ended up and how it's going and blah blah whatever, you know. So but instead we like introduce new characters. I'm like, stop introducing new characters. Like, we have characters that could use like in character arc or two. It could, you know, use having some progression and stuff. Like, that would be really nice. So, personally, I think, anyways. Alright, so we're almost done with this. We're almost done with all of this, and then we'll have the last instance of fighting. We'll be fighting our good friend.
Commander, are you there? It's fine if you're busy. I suppose I could go do something else.
I'm here, Timey. What's the matter?
I keep running and rerunning the simulation trying to confirm our theory.
And?
And I realized what a huge waste of time it is. Primordus and Jormag have withdrawn. Since Balthazar can't pit them against each other, he'll turn his attention to another dragon. And there's only 2 dragons left. So it's gotta be one of the 2.
Good to know. We'll talk more when I'm less busy. Over and out.
Yeah, because we don't even know the name of the other one. And it's also another thing. I kind of was with the live stream. I thought we'd get some details about the deep sea dragon. We did get some concept art, and I talked about this. How I actually think we got a confirmation on this, that it's actually two different dragons. I think that they're sneakily confirming this without actually saying it. I'm gonna go in here. Wait, why can't I go in here? Do I have to do the thing first? I have Duena, Melandru, Granth, Balthazar, and Lissa. I should be able to go in here. I think because of the story bit I can't. There's a chest though. I'll take that chest. I still gotta open one more of those chests, so oh well. Let's do the story bit and we'll see if I retain those boons or whatever. If not, I'll have to redo it tomorrow or something. The last chance.
All the reliquaries are powered. The magic network is unblocked. I should be able to get into Abaddon's now.
What is this? Lightfoot? I don't know what that means. Whee!
Hello. How do I initiate contact? Commander, can you hear me?
I hear you. I'm at Abaddon's reliquary. It's creepy.
We're on our way. Don't start without me.
Too late. I'm inside.
Hehe.
Time has taken its toll on this place.
Don't touch anything.
I'm gonna touch stone statues. I'm gonna touch it.
Uh-oh.
You touched something, didn't you? Casting the portal now. Where?
Signing off.
Where? Signing off. I love the like back and forth between the two. It's like they don't trust each other, but it's like.
You cut me off.
I
didn't know if you were still in one piece. We arrived when we did.
I had it under control. No need to worry.
I don't worry. I plot. I plan. And I execute. Don't mess this up, my dear.
I don't know. It's really funny the back and forth because usually in situations like that, like in popular media and stuff, the way they do it is like the one character, you know, in this case, Karita is like super snarky and stuff like that, and the main character just takes it. But in our situation, we're like just as snarky back to her, and I really love that. So.
Recently. Fire magic, not Mersat magic. God magic. If the last aspect is here, then Balthazar came this way. Captain, stay here and guard the portal. If anyone else tries to use it, shut it down immediately. You understand?
Yes, Exemplar.
Let's see if I can get us through this door. We're in. Follow me, my dear. Woe to any who get in our way.
Oh, I
Fire.
hate this.
And no shortage of it. Any doubt of Balthazar's passage here is
Can I use
rapidly
blink
burning
here?
away. Pun intended.
Can you shut it down?
I can try, but it's god magic. Why don't you see if you can find a way across?
Alright, cool. Power up the... You need a power source. Oh, I gotta grab them from across there. Oh no. That was Lightfoot, not getting hit by the fire, and I got hit like immediately, so who cares? Now we can just run through. It'd be nice to get some vigor so I can use dodge more often. Did I not do the meta achievement?
What do you have
for
on
this?
Anise?
I'm sure I have no idea what you mean.
Hold that thought.
One path ends. No, I did finish that. There's just a couple of things that I haven't gotten or whatever, and it's only a couple of achievement points. If it's like something really random and it's like under, oh god, I went the other way. I thought I was gonna go to the left, and I'm in the middle of fire. Yeah, this was a terrible idea. I don't know why I did that. That was really stupid. Okay. I hate that we're like slowed down. Okay, I can teleport, which is really nice, you know. I'm just gonna go over on this side for when that comes over there, and I can just gotta wait a couple more, and then I can go here, and then that way I can go like straight across, pretty much. Ooh. Ooh. All right.
I meant I've never seen Anise defer to anyone the way she does you. I'm assuming it's blackmail.
No, nothing so sordid. We're old friends, that's all.
Old
Sorry
friends.
to disappoint.
Sorry to disappoint. Well, you know what? It's good to know that Anise isn't being blackmailed by you. It's good to know. No, we're on fire. Oh my god. Okay. I hate this part so much. I just don't like moving that slow. Like Guild Wars 2 is about
You and
moving really
Anise grew
fast
up
and stuff.
together. Met as recruits. What?
If you must know, I've been with the Blade longer than Anise. She respects that, I suppose. There's nothing more to it.
I want to know more about Garita and stuff. Like, what has she been up to and stuff? Because she gives us like all these like words before the end of the instance and stuff, and it's like really interesting because they're like pertaining to like Balthazar and stuff, but they're also just, I don't know, they just feel like they're very like for the overall game. They are meant for like the
Looks
overall
like
game.
you did it. You still have your eyebrows?
They needed a trim anyway. Keep moving.
Alright. Almost through here. How am I doing on these bonus stuff? Oh, look at that. Last chance. And then I just gotta open that chest and I'm finished, guys. Ooh.
Secrets nested in secrets. That is so like Abaddon. I can handle Balthazar's award, but that's not all that's keeping this door locked. Look around.
Look around.
Giant orbs here. No idea what they do. This looks ancient. Like some kind of mechanism.
Oh, then I look the other one because I know I have to go into those rooms, but
The workings connected to these side rooms. Maybe the key to opening that door is in... Hey, the door! And it shuts.
Did you say something? I can't hear you through that door. Ah! God spittle! More Guardian! Hey, don't worry about me. I can handle this. You get some rest.
Yeah, because that's all we've been doing, Karita. Resting. Exactly it. At least I get to... Oh my god, I'm almost on fire here. Herald of Flame. It's interesting, because we get Balthazar's Herald and Path of Fire. So.
Good sign. Let's see what's in this other room.
I'll stay here. This ward is sticky. Besides, last thing you need is a horde of guardians at your back.
Okay, these actually came to life, right? You weren't just hacking up dormant guardians for my benefit.
I'm offended.
I'm
But
offended.
I guess you'll never know for sure, will you? Good hunting.
This looks like the rubble at the entrance, only... Whoa. Bigger.
Man, I love the design of those guardians. They look so cool. All right, boom.
Whatever you did, it had an effect.
Where's the door? We're coming, we're coming.
That's both orbs lit, and the ward is down. Trying the door.
Try the door, friend.
You thought all your hard work was for naught.
I never thought that.
I was gonna say, we never thought
Never
that.
mind. I guess that was me.
There's the eye.
The Eye of Janthir. There.
Move!
What do I have to do to survive the eye's attacks? I don't remember what I have to do.
Like us being here.
Maybe I can slow it down without killing it.
Just don't kill it. Whatever you do.
I just said
That's
that.
what I just said. Do you ever listen to me?
I'm sorry. Did you say something?
Oh, I have to throw the rocks at it to make it do its shiny thing? Okay. Hey, eye. Oh, wait, I just collected the rock. Hey, eye. Okay, now I can destroy these guys. Whee! Let's do some of this action. There we go. Fantastic. Come on, hit me.
It's giving up on us. Moving on.
Excellent. It didn't kill us. It must have seen the true sight dormant in us. Now it will lead us to the last aspect. We are chosen, you and I. In its presence, we'll be able to see Lazarus when he reforms.
Otherwise, Lazarus would be invisible?
That's what you take away from that? Yes, it's a Mersat thing like floating and immortality. Used to be impressive.
We can't lose the eye. Where is it?
Patience. It'll be nearby. Look.
Look.
There's the last aspect.
But no Balthazar. Damn. I was hoping.
No. No Balthazar.
Are you all right?
Yes. It's just that I've been waiting for this for a very long time.
So,
A very long
what's
time.
the plan?
Let's spread the aspects out.
250
watch
years to make sense.
Would you mind?
Do we have to do some kind of spell?
Not according to legend. The fact that the aspects are all in proximity should trigger them to merge. Any time now.
What?
Relax. I brought the true Shining Blade with me. It'll weaken his defenses so we can kill him.
Oh, that eases my mind. You brought a big knife to a Mersat fight.
It's a relic. Centuries of history and magic in this old thing. A heap of blood-curdling white mantle screams in it.
Ever tried using your fancy sword on the aspects? Indestructible or not, maybe it will at least damage one.
I've been waiting for the perfect moment, my dear. The time has come. You ready to fulfill a prophecy?
As ready as I'll ever be. Wait, what?
Never mind, just be ready. This isn't going to be a walk in the park.
What exactly are you saying?
I'm saying that you and I are the only two who can end this tragic saga. Lazarus won't go down easily.
For whatever reason, we deal with Lazarus. Love how there's a head of Abaddon and there's still one
No
attached.
time to think about it now. It's happening. Come on, Lazarus, you putrid infection. Rise!
So she stabs one of them. One of the aspects with the shining blade.
At long last.
My dark slumber is at an... What is... more human treachery?
Hello, my nemesis.
Livia, looking good for a human of your age. I see you haven't changed a bit. Oh, that hair.
Livia?
I've been waiting for you.
Pining for me? All this time?
You better believe it.
The Livia?
I'll explain later. He's trying to split himself again. We can't allow to destroy the aspects before they break free. We can't lose them now.
Oh, there's an aspect. I forgot how this fight worked. We have to do this thing we did earlier with the eye. I need something to... I need a rock. Rocks. Need to get the eye closer to the aspects. Oh, okay, apparently you can't touch that. Come on, eye. Oops, I threw it at the thing, not at the eye. Wow, that's unfortunate. Alright, twirl around one more time. Come on, eye. Come on, friend eye. It's only ever like one aspect at a time. I hate that. Why can't it be multiple? I don't know, and that's okay. We're gonna just destroy this. Oh my god, why are we barking? Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, that doesn't work until I just beat that aspect. The Eye of Genethia retreats. I don't know what that means. Oh, I have to like hold out.
I have an idea. Cover me.
So ungrateful. I saved Krata from the charm. Do you not remember?
I remember everything. You didn't save us. You enslaved us.
Karina! Livia! Focus!
Alright, come on. Do your thing. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh my god, knocked over twice. Am I doing anything? Am I supposed to do something? I don't know. Oh, I think I was supposed to like walk into the thing there. So many different mechanics. Ow. Do I have to do this again? No? Okay.
I do not.
How disappointing. Your line dies with you. You've wasted lifetimes on me.
dying is worth it.
You dying is worth it. Some real dedication there. Alright, come on, Livia, hurry up. Just spell casting. I hate that the symbols are like in one. It's really silly. You can't really look at it. Aspect is vulnerable, so am I. I'm dying. Alright, let's get some quickness. Cast, cast, cast. Everything. Go, go, go. Ooh, mirror. Go, mirror. Goodbye.
Staged your last revolt.
Oh, oh. He dodged out of that. Oh god. Oh god. I should have not walked up to him. I was like, I can still do it. It's okay. Okay. That's okay. Super forgiving. I should have not ran. I would have survived if I hadn't run in like an idiot. When he does that, I need to not run in. Yeah, like this, and then you can avoid it. It's weird, isn't it? Weird how that works. Oh god. Teleported behind me. Yeah, slick guy. There it is.
I watched the Titans tear your brethren apart, one by one. I will rejoice at your death, rather.
Witch, you could not stay me then, and you will not stay me now. I made a promise to your ancestors. I will have my day. You are not immortal.
We'll let Olivia choke a little bit.
Never going to end any other way.
Any more dialogue?
Accursed human. I have not. I am Mesat. I am
Finished! Soon to be forgotten. Look at my face. I, Livia, defender of Kryta. I witness your last and final death.
Exploded. Exploded.
The Mersat are now extinct.
You okay?
I will be. It's a bit overwhelming.
I imagine it is, Livia.
You believe the ravings of a lunatic?
I do, actually. It explains why a niece defers to you, like a grown child to a parent.
The Shining Blade is my family. I hope this secret is safe with you. For their sake.
I took an oath. My lips are sealed. But I'm curious. Just how?
Wouldn't you rather ask the Eye of Janthir about Balthazar?
What? I can do that?
Better hurry. I don't know what will happen to it now that its masters are gone.
What should I do?
Ask your question and touch it. I'll stand ready, just in case. You know.
Well, here goes nothing. Where is Balthazar? Show me the god of war and fire. Ah, nothing's... Oh.
Oh. Again, the eye with the eternal alchemy behind it is an interesting thing because does this hint at like the Eye of Janthir having something to do with the eternal alchemy, like or being like kind of like Omad's machine where you can see the eternal alchemy or whatever? Like what else can it show you, you know? That's interesting. I don't know. I still think there's so much to do with like the actual like Janthier. Like, what is Janthier? What's the, you know, what are the Isles of Janthier? You know, what's going on there and stuff. So I think there's a lot of stuff to be discovered or whatever. So.
And it fades into nothingness. The last gasp of a murderous race. Praise the Six.
The flames. Balthazar. Okay. Looks like I'm going to the Crystal Desert.
And then you can talk to her about like a bunch of other stuff, which we're not gonna do, but yeah. Interesting. Do I still retain? Can I go in here? Yeah, it looks like I retain these.
In the name of Abaddon, Keeper of Secrets, open!
Whee!
I am not easily impressed, stranger. You may choose a royal gift from the chests you see.
We'll choose a royal gift.
Chance is fickle.
Let me pay a gold. I want to get more. Here's my donation. Let's open this one right here.
Well, that's something, isn't it?
Alright. Unlocks your choice of End of Dragon's legendary precursor weapons. I got the Fragment of Prismatic Light, friends. Isn't that fantastic? It once this item has been acquired, it can safely be sold or discarded. I don't know, I kind of want to keep it. Just as a keepsake, you know, it's kind of cool. Because I love the way it looks and stuff to just, I don't know, hang out with me for a while. 6 Mystic Coins. I kind of want to get more Mystic Coins. I kind of don't like the ley line stuff. I mean, getting more coins will be nice to have. That'd be really good money. So, but yeah, that's all the achievements for Season 3. We're done with Season 3. They did say we're going to get Icebreed Saga Season 4 and Icebreed Saga as well, I think. A lot of people were questioning that. I think they're going to do that. So, yeah, this was the end of, like, the Heart of Thorns era, guys. This was like the end, you know. We get Heart of Thorns, going through all the maps here, and then getting all the 6 different maps, because we get the Bloodstone Fen, and then we go to Ember Bay down here, then we go to Bitterfrost Frontier, then we go to Draconis, or then we go to Lake Doric, then we go to Draconis Mons, and then we go to Siren's Landing. So, and then we went to the second expansion, which you know, is much more recent and stuff. So I think I'm gonna end it here because I just finished, you know, we're at like 2 hours and 18 minutes, which is pretty good, and we talked about a lot of stuff we discussed here. And like I said, I'll probably do more of a dedicated video doing the expansion talk or whatever, because I do want to bring out an actual video and see what people think about it. You know, it's ludicrous, and I don't know if it's, you know, I always think of like crazy stuff, but it's nice to like theorize on what an expansion like that could look like or something like that. So, but yeah, like I said, that'll probably come out sometime after End of Dragon, so still plenty of time until I actually make that video or something. Because I want to focus on End of Dragons. So, talking about End of Dragons, I'm going to concentrate on Guild Wars 2, I think, up until End of Dragons, because specifically I'm trying to grow the channel, and the best way for me, the best content that I've been releasing, like, not the best content, the most popular content has been Guild Wars 2 content, and the actual videos that I've been releasing, like a lot of them are, or most of them are Guild Wars 2 releases where like my playthrough series don't get a lot of views. A lot of them only get like under 10 views and stuff, so that's not helping me grow the channel very much. And this is and that's in part because of it being like older games and older things that people don't necessarily play. I'm gonna leave the fire sound effects like really loud. And I've tried to play other games and stuff, you know, even with Paladins recently. Like, I realized that like a lot of people don't, you know, with the algorithms and stuff, it's probably better for me to stick with something. And I think that Guild Wars 2 just being my main game and really having a release come out soon is probably the smartest thing for me to focus on, really. So I think I'm going to focus on Guild Wars 2. So my weekly schedule isn't going to change, but the games that I'm playing are going to change. So instead of like doing a random like Pokemon-esque game on Sundays, we're going to do Guild Wars 1 on Sundays. Guild Wars 1 content is still super popular with people, and I love the combination. So I think what I'm going to do right now in Guild Wars 1 is I want to do some vanquishing in Cantha, I think. I did a vanquish today in one of the areas, and yeah, and just kind of like do vanquishes. If I fail them, I fail them, whatever, it's fine. But just to like talk about more Cantha stuff. I want to talk about more Cantha stuff and see the maps in details, because when you go through the maps, you see all kinds of details. And there's all kinds of stuff, and it's like, oh, is this going to be important? Is this going to come back? Like, are we going to see this? Blah, 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 like all this stuff. So I think it's going to be super fun to kind of go through and do that. And then Monday and Tuesday, I think both days, we'll do some Guild Wars 2. We'll just keep on doing Guild Wars 2. I'll be doing, like, fractals, maybe more strikes, maybe eventually raids, guild missions we'll do with the guild together, whatever new releases are coming out, maybe live streams that they have going on, if I can cover those, stuff like that. So that's going to be my new stuff coming soonish, and I will still look into just being on YouTube and not multi-streaming anymore to different platforms, and then getting myself a bot so the interaction with you guys is a lot more, and you guys can like talk to the bot, and there's like different things you can do and whatever. So because that's what people have been asking for, so I want to make that happen, and that'll happen at some point when I have some time to look at that. But yeah, so Sunday I'll be back with Guild Wars 1. We'll do some vanquishing, and yeah, and we'll go from there. And get ready, guys. We're gonna get some next Friday. We're gonna get the release of, I'm guessing, the first 3 classes. Looks like we're gonna get the not release, but the reveal of the other 2 of the first 3 classes, I'm guessing, because they talked about that the picture they showed they would reveal, and there would be one more that they haven't shown that they would show as well, I think, something like that. So we're gonna have all 3 for the first beta event revealed, I believe. So, which happens to be 2 light armors, and it looks like either medium or heavy armor. So but yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys on... Oh, and I will point out the Discord has been getting really busy. And also, we've been doing a lot of updates to the Discord channel. So if you'd like to be a part of that, the link is down below. My name for the thing is in the description in the YouTube video. I'm talking specifically, YouTube video has description and stuff like that. So it's down below there. If you want to join the Discord channel, you're more than welcome to. I try to be on there as much as I can, but you know, life gets in the way and stuff. So, but I would like to have more people in there. It's been getting really busy, like a lot of new people, and everyone that's been coming in and watching and stuff, I really appreciate it. So I just wanted to say thank you to everyone, and yeah, and that's gonna be it for today. I'm done talking now, ranting. Ooh, I love that char. That looks cool. I have that outfit, but it looks cool with the that's the stellar. I have the stellar staff, but that's the stellar shield. All right, guys, I'll see you